With today's smartphones, wireless networks, and mobile networks, we have truly hit a wireless world, and our headphones are no exception. Hi everybody, it's Andy Barrar from HandyAndyMedia.com. I'm your DIY tech guy, and today I'm doing a review for Best Buy's blog on a pair of headphones from Skullcandy. These here are the Dime True Wireless earbuds. Now, if you're in the market for inexpensive earbuds, you don't want to break the bank, you're going to love this review. We'll go through the pros and cons and really who this is geared for. So sit back, relax, and cue in that intro. Now, when you unbox the Skullcandy Dime for the first time, you're going to notice that you just get a couple of things because they've made compromises. They don't want to put all the bells and whistles in it because they're really trying to get the price point down as low as possible. So what you're going to find is you're going to get the case with the earbuds inside. You'll also notice that the silicone tips are already pre-installed. In the event that you have really, really big ears or maybe really small ears, they also come with additional silicone tips that you can put in if, and in fact, the medium-sized ones don't fit. You also notice you get what could be the smallest USB cable of all time. And you know what? If you're going to make cuts, make it at the USB cable. I was really happy to see that because I don't want compromises on the quality of the headphones and earbuds themselves. I'd rather see compromises made at the cable. Now let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the design. Now what's really interesting about the Dime is that it's really got a compact form factor. These are like one of the smallest earbud cases and earbuds that I've reviewed in a long time. Interesting design feature about the case are two things. First, it actually has cutouts exposed to show the earbuds themselves. So when you close them, you know the earbuds are in it or not in it, because if they're not in it, you're going to notice that there's a big gaping hole inside. So that gives you kind of a visual reminder to put the earbuds inside. Another interesting thing with this case design is that it comes with a little lanyard on the side. That means you can attach it to your keys, because here's the issue that I have with wireless earbuds. They're great, they're small, they're portable. However, you don't want to have to carry a big, large case with you all the time. Like, for example, I'm a guy. I wear jeans. I don't have like a purse. I don't have like a man purse. So if I'm going to be carrying these around with me, it's likely going to be in my pocket. And if I'm wearing tight jeans and I got this big block sticking out, it's just not a comfortable fit. I kind of like these because they're small enough, this case, it's small enough to fit inside my pocket, but I could also attach it to some keys. Now, personally, I'm not going to do this because keys and this inside my pocket is probably a little too much, but I could put it on my backpack or what have you to make sure I can carry it while I'm out and about. Another thing about the case is that it's made out of this really hard, durable plastic. So no bells and whistles on this case. There's really not much going on. However, it is going to be able to handle the occasional drop, and I think that was a good design. Now, the earbuds themselves are also made out of this hard, durable plastic. They're super small, and what I like about them is you see this all the time, with earbuds. They have this little stick end, the Apple AirPods. They have that really identifiable stick that hangs from your ear. Well, this stick end is actually really, really small. So I kind of like that because it really doesn't stick out, pun intended, too much. I think it really has a really good look. It's a comfortable fit as well. I have to say, the number one thing about earbuds when you pick them out is the fit, because you could have the best sound, you could have the best microphones in there for voice quality, but if they keep falling out, you got yourself a serious problem. And I have to say, the Skullcandy Dime are one of the best fitting earbuds. In fact, they fit so well, they fit like the active earbuds that I use when I'm jogging or jumping rope, because they typically have this little ear wing that catches in the back of the ear to hold it in place. I actually feel like it has an earwig just because of that nice snug fit. And it's kind of got a low profile. It doesn't protrude too much outside of the ear. And I've noticed I've had that issue with other earbuds where great sound, but they really stick out. Not a good look if you ask me. But these ones, very comfortable, very, very good fit inside my ear. The ultimate test, however, was could it handle me jumping rope? That's my litmus test for all earbuds in terms of the fit, because when I'm jumping rope, my head's kind of moving. I'm going really fast. And if they don't fall out from that jumping movement, you know it's a good fit. And I have to say, when I was jumping rope with these Skullcandy Dimes, I had no issues. Now let's talk a little bit about the control functions, because both of these have the ability to stop and start by pressing a button. Now, the button is not at the top where typical earbuds have it, right on that middle part of the ear. It's actually on this stick end, right where the Skullcandy logo is placed. Now, I've had some difficulties with this because what I noticed is that when I want to press that button, I have to have my thumb on the back to kind of find that button and then press it. But every time I press this button, I start to notice that, oh, see, I just turned some music on. Hold on 1 second. Every time I press that button, I notice that I'm moving the earbud. So this is like a serious problem I have because I got this beautiful tight fit, but I always mess it up every time I'm trying to press this button. Now, the way that the buttons work is any earbud you can press once to stop and start music. A double press on the right side will put the volume up. And I was having a little bit of issues of that because I'm trying to press, double tap, but sometimes I don't know if I'm doing it fast enough. I triple tap. That activates the voice activation for like Amazon Alexa or Google Assistant. And so if I had one issue with these earbuds, it has to be with the controls. I was just having a hard time getting used to it. It's a little clumsy kind of a feel. You're trying to find that logo and you're trying to press the button. You're trying not to move it. There's a lot going on when you're trying to activate the music or change the music. So the earbud controls, I think, could have been improved. But again, these are budget-friendly earbuds, so you got to manage your expectations with them. You can still function it. What I noticed is outside of just stopping and starting, that was really the only things I was doing with the earbuds. You could also take one out and still have the music play, which is kind of nice because some people want to have that in case someone's talking to them. They can still listen to their music, have a conversation, and then go right back into their musical session. Now let's talk a little bit about the audio quality. These are budget-friendly earbuds. So let's just say I was managing my expectations. I wasn't expecting much. I was like, as long as they can give you a decent sound, it should be all right. Now, I was quite surprised at the audio quality. It's a very warm sound. So I think for pop music, traditional pop music, the way that it's EQ'd in the studio, I think it's going to sound great for the majority of the music out there, especially pop music. However, there's not just like that really high. So if you're listening to maybe classical music, you might notice a difference that it's not as high, but in that mid-range, it's really good. Now, the bass, I was expecting it to have really bad bass because there was another pair of budget-friendly, cost more than these ones, but it had like really bad bass. These ones actually not that bad, and I used Daft Punk. Still pissed off that they broke up, but I used Daft Punk Around the World, that song, and it was actually really good. I could hear the thumping kick. And that to me is very important because, earbuds at this price point aren't going to have a lot of low end. They don't have the big drivers. However, I could still hear that bass. And for the price point, I got to say, very, very impressed with the audio quality. Like I said, my expectations were very low, but I was pleasantly surprised by the warm sound. You're not going to get that crazy audiophile kind of balanced frequency response, but it is definitely warm in that area where most of the music and instruments exist. So I think you'll be very happy with the audio quality. Now we have to talk about battery life because, again, budget-friendly earbuds have to make compromises to get that price point down. In terms of battery life, on a full charge, they say you can get 3.5 hours of use. Realistically speaking, I think you're going to expect more like 3 hours, maybe 2.5, depending on the loudness of the music. Because when they say 3.5 hours, trust me, they don't have it cranked to do that. The case is going to give you an additional 8.5 hours of charge. So in total, you can expect, in their terms, to get about 12 hours of use per day. So you have the 8.5, but then also the 3.5, or what I would say 3 hours of battery life. One thing that is really missing on this is fast charging. So it takes about 2.5 hours to fully charge from zero. So basically what that means is if you're going to buy these earbuds, you're likely going to charge them overnight, use them during the day, and then charge them overnight again. If you can get into that habit, I'm telling you, at this price point, you're going to be very, very happy. And the battery issues will not affect you because they are very comfortable to wear. You can wear them for, 3.5 hours. After about that time, you want to take them out, give your ears some break, let them charge, and then put them back in. So you should be okay. Now, in terms of my final thoughts, they always say, like, you get what you pay for. You get what you pay for. But at the same time, there are some products where you get a lot of value for what you pay for. And I think the Skullcandy Dime would fit into that category because, like I said, in terms of the audio quality, I had very low expectations, especially at this price point. And especially since I've been reviewing, earbuds that range from anywhere from, the $350 wireless earbuds. So I've listened to some nice earbuds, and I have to say, at this price point, if you're not an audiophile, you're going to be pretty happy with the audio quality, especially if you're listening to like podcasts or videos. The audio dialogue was fantastic because it's right in that range, that warm range of the human voice. Now, there are compromises. Like I said, of course, you have this super short USB cable, which nobody cares about. I love the compact design of the case. It's durable, no frills. However, there is no fast charging. There is no sound isolation. I didn't even mention about the call quality. It is decent. I'm doing all these calls indoors, so I can't really tell you what it's like in real environments, like on a busy street. But for the most part, I had no issues when my brother called me and I was wearing these. So we're good on that front as well. Well, I hope you enjoyed this review of the Skullcandy Dime wireless earbuds. These, like I said, the most inexpensive earbuds I've ever reviewed. And if you are looking for something without breaking the bank, you're going to be very, very happy with this. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, leave your comments below, and like the video as well. You can find more information about me at handyandymedia.com. I also have a YouTube channel, more geared towards DIY tech kind of stuff. If you like that, even gardening. I'm growing this gigantic sunflower. You should subscribe to see how that all works out. Well, that's all the time we have today. Thanks for watching this video. We'll see you again next time. Bye for now.